Hello boys and girls, Coach Michael here. Today I want to show and share with you a template for Girevoy Sport programming. A template that will help you to scale better your lifts and to understand what's going on and to lead yourself or your athletes. So let's get busy. What can we do? We age. Alright, so here is the table. Now at the top, you have the date, which is the program. You have the number of the set number, kettlebell size, set duration, assigned number of lifts, completed number of lifts set by minute, tempo, completed set by minutes, heart rate, 10 seconds after the set, and the rest interval. Now, all these very important, and let me expand one by one. So, date-wise, let's put in today. We have July 7th. Let's see if it clicks. All right, so set number 1. Let's say we are going for the classic and we'll do the jerk. So okay, so we say set number 1 and we name the exercise, which is jerk. Kettlebell size, let's take 16 plus 16. So we're working with double 16s. Set duration, classic, 3 minutes. Assigned lifts are 30, meaning that we're going for 10 RPM, right? 10 lifts per minute, set by minute. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, all right, because I have 3 minutes. Tempo 10, 10, 10. Heart rate and rest interval I put here, let's say 3 minutes. Okay, set number 2. If I am continuing with jerk, I won't write jerk again, and I will say 20 plus 20. 3 minutes. Let's say 24 total reps, meaning that we are going for the 8 RPM, okay? Higher kettlebell size, lower tempo, basic progressions. And we go 8, 8, 8. And I think this is 6-minute rest, and we are going for our set number 3, which is going to be snatch. Okay, 20 kilogram kettlebell. Okay, let me just for a second make this right for everything. All right, okay, and we have 4-minute set. Let's say I want to do 80 repetitions, meaning that I'm working 20 per minute. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and 20. All right. Rest duration 5 minutes, and set number 4. Okay, total set. It's going to be 16 with glove. Again, 4 minutes. Let's say same 80 RPMs, and we just can hit and copy paste. Okay, so this is the basic structure. This is how you do it. Now, what your athlete is doing is basically while working on the template, okay, he fills in. Okay, so let's say set number 1 he completed, so he says 30, and here he says, okay, writes 10, 10, 10, or maybe he can put, you know, like this, like, or whatever, like the V sign. Okay, I can say that, okay, I've aced everything. 24 is 20 reps, so we fought short. So we can see here, let's say 8, 8, 4, okay? Snatch, let's say we have, you know what, 18, 18, 20, 20, and 16 all the way. And let's say here the heart rate is, let's say 23 beats. Here will be, okay, just for example, 35. Here the heart rate will be 21, and here the heart rate will be 19. Okay, so now let's analyze what just happened here. Okay, so me as a coach looking at your sheet, trying to understand what happens, or you as an athlete looking at your sheet, okay, after you fill it up and trying to understand what is going on and what you need to address. All right, so first set, double 16s jerk, 10 RPMs, repetitions per minute, 3 minutes, 30 repetitions, done, heart rate. Okay, so no problem here, heart rate. 23 beats in 10 seconds, meaning I've put my bells down, I'm waiting 10 seconds, okay, you don't need a watch, trust me, old school works. Just count, because what we want to understand is how my heart rate behaves. I don't care, I'm not an elite athlete, so I'm not care if I'm missing a beat or down a beat, okay? I need to understand the overall behavior of my heart rate. So I'm counting like 10 seconds, looking at the clock, 23. 23 multiplied by 6, okay? So we have 138 beats per minute, okay? So let's write it down here. 138, which is for an average Joe, let's say he's 30, 40 years old. It's nice heart rate to have, and it's like good working heart rate. Okay, so we like kind of in zone 2. All right, we're talking about endurance sets. It's 10 minutes. Fair enough. All right, set number 2. Now here things become peculiar. So first 2 minutes, he goes 8 repetition as prescribed. Now please watch. We've done 20 plus 20. So we took and we added 8 kilograms. Okay, so I had 32. Now I am 40. How much I've added? What, about a quarter, like about 25%? Okay, so yes, like 10, 10, and 10, it's almost 25%, which is a huge leap. Okay, it doesn't sound like much, but if you take your barbell and you try to ramp it up plus 25%, and now you understand what we're talking about here in terms of Girevoy Sport. So we have 8 reps, and reps, boom. 4 reps, and look at the heart rate. Okay, I deliberately put 35 times 6. All right, how much is it? 180. So we're talking about what? You know what? I'm slow on the calculation. God bless the calculator. 35 times 6, 210. All right, and again, this is exaggerated, but to make a point. So we see a sudden drop in reps, and we have a huge leap of a heart rate. Okay, what does it say? Meaning, all right, that my special endurance is leaking here. Okay, because I've pushed 8 plus 8. Okay, 2 minutes took me to zone 3. All right, because I cannot sustain my special endurance, and last minute I just died, which makes sense if you remember the physiology, all right, and the explosive power mechanism, you know, of the ATP cells, all right. So I have about 2 minutes. If I'm really pushing, then I'm dead. So basically he stood last minutes grinding 4 reps, and his heart rate is huge, meaning that his special endurance is leaking, and I need to understand whether I'm taking the overall tempo here. So let's say next workout I can try doing here 6, 6, and 6, okay, and see how he will perform. Okay, so back to our example, 4, 4, and 8. Okay, so my athlete have rested. Okay, 6 minutes it's a decent time. Snatches, I see, okay, I prescribed 20, 20, I see 18, 18, 20, 20, and I see a heart rate which is low. Okay, 21 is nothing, is 126. Okay, 126 beat per minute. All right, but I wonder why the decrease in the initial tempo. Now, this implies there are athletes, and yours truly is one of those. I cannot speed up immediately. All right, so I'm like a good old car. I need to warm up my engine. So my initial tempo is slower because I'm really letting my physiology to warm up and to ramp up, and then I can go and I can slowly increase in tempo. And this might be the case because he had no problem holding a 20 tempo, and his heart rate tells me a story that he is absolutely conditioned for this lift and for this kettlebell size. All right, so it's not my heart rate, it's merely the physiology understanding of warming up my fascia, my muscles, like greasing the groove of my snatch technique. Maybe I need to do a warm-up set before, I don't know, but this is something I can see, I can address. Now, 16 with glove, last set, and I see, 4 minutes, basically it's 2 minutes per each arm, right? I prescribe 20, that's why, this is what glove snatches are for. You must go high tempo, even if you scale down the kettlebell size. All right, for the endurance of your grip muscles, for the forearm. And I see here 16 all the way, and I'm seeing a miserable heart rate of 19 beats, meaning that is 114. So basically, dude just rested. All right, it's not about an effort, it's not about physiology, it's about his grip strings. All right, he cannot handle higher tempo. He can barely, muscle wise, hold the bell for 16 RPM with the glove, and his heart rate, is a joke. So we are not working out here, right? And so I need to understand. I said, I have an athlete which in jerk, something happens there, so I am lacking special endurance. I need to address. In snatch, I have an athlete that I need a warm-up set, or I just need to strategize it in a way that will take him, allow him to warm up for first minutes, and then I'll ramp it up, And I must address a grip strength specifically to kettlebell lifts. So I'm not sure if farmer carries and pinch grip carries will really condition the forearm for the kettlebell snatch, right? But again, this is for me to decide as a coach. So here's the example. Now you know, have fun, program as often as usual. If you have any questions regarding programming, regarding professional advice, you want to undergo a program yourself because you learn best when you are in it. And when it's done upon you, so you really understand what's going on there, please leave me a message. If you're watching it via YouTube, which you probably are, you can leave a comment or shoot me direct message. You can find me on Instagram. It's Girevoy Sport Education. You can send me an email. You have it in the caption and the description of this video, right? Get in touch. Save yourself huge amount of time and huge amount of unnecessary hustle of trying to figure out things by yourself, because in that time you can already be either making an income as a coach, bringing athletes on board, or complete the goals that you've signed up for yourself in Girevoy Sport and progress to other stuff, right? So I'm here for you anyway. Any question, feel free. I will be glad to address and to answer it. Cheers. I'll be seeing you in my next video.